10 times Hells Angels gang members got busted. Weak hearts, you better take a deep breath before starting with this video. The Hells Angels gang members represent the name of the gang in perfect ways. While Hells Angel Motorcycle Club, or HAMC, is a typical gang that rides Harley-Davidson motorcycles on the streets, in troops, they're considered an organized crime syndicate. There have been various instances where Hells Angels members got their asses busted at crime scenes. This is CrimeFlicks, your #1 stop for crime stories. Starting with number 10, we have the Henderson Freeway shooting. Hells Angels gang members are a dangerous set of people. It's better if you didn't get into any conflicts with them because the consequences could be dire. There was an open fire on the 95, which was done by the usual suspects, the Hells Angels gang. The conflict was between two rival motorcycle gangs where 3 men had been convicted. 2 members belonged to the Hells Angels Club, and the club president said that the rivalry has been going on for decades, if not years now. He went on to say that if the members of the rival react or overreact, the members of the Hells Angels don't shy away from having conflict right in the middle of traffic. Now my guess is they don't think about your boss getting angry when you show up late for work. Anyway, reports say that the 3 members were arrested and booked at a detention center with multiple charges such as attempted murder and using rifles. Number 9, cocaine bust. In another drug case, the members of the Hells Angels Club were arrested in Spain. 4 members of the biker gang were suspected of smuggling 500 kilograms of cocaine into the territory of Spain. The arrested Canadian members were detained in the northwest of the country. And one of the members is said to have come from Colombia, which is where the drugs came from. It's common for the Hells Angels gang members to use and sell drugs. Number 8, biker gang trial. In Spain, 49 alleged Hells Angels Motorcycle Club members were brought to trial regarding criminal charges of extortion, money laundering, drug trafficking, unlawful possession of firearms, and pandering. The prosecution requested that the members be sentenced to 13 years in prison and that the former boss and German national Frank Hannebut should be charged with a $4.56 million fine. The existence of brothels and the opportunity to launder money were major reasons that lured the bikers to Majorca. Number 7, we have murder, racketeering, and tampering with evidence. A few members committed murder and then tampered with witnesses to create fear in the community and prove themselves among the Hells Angels members. 9 Hells Angels gang members were arrested for 11 indictments such as murder, maiming, home invasion, robbery, extortion, and witness tampering. 13 weapons and 10 motorcycles had been seized. Drugs and clothes filled with blood were also recovered. The former president of the Hells Angels Sonoma chapter, Raymond Folks, had been charged with conspiracy, assault, and intimidation. The agencies hunted down 13 locations, including the Santa Rosa bar, and they said they were not done yet with the investigations. Number 6, homicide outside of a bar. Reports say that a man was left outside of a bar in San Joaquin County after he was beaten to death. While 2 suspects, 43-year-old Lloyd Strack and 39-year-old Aaron Davis, had been arrested, the police kept searching for 36-year-old Jason Blazingame, a member of the Hells Angels Stockton chapter. The investigators believe that the gang had been helping him all the way along to evade police custody. This took place on May 1st. So what do you guys think about this? Well, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications whenever we make new crime-related videos. Let's move on. Number 5, tire raid. Following the charges of drug crimes, violence, and posing a threat to society, members of the Hells Angels gang were arrested by the Pattaya police in Thailand. The members included 3 Australians and 1 Canadian biker arrested near the tourist resorts of Pattaya. The major resort had a reputation as a hub for drug dealing, foreign gangs, and the sex trade. The police reported that among the arrested members, 2 of them would be deported. Number 4, AK-47 arrest case. Yep, it's the boss again. Yet again, the president of the Hells Angels Club was arrested. The 42-year-old Luke Maloney, the national president of Hells Angels, was arrested again after a month of being in Melbourne Magistrates Court. After raiding his property, the police found a handgun and steroids. Well, I guess he won't be participating in the Mr. Olympia competition this year. Anyway, Luke was charged with several offenses, which included the hoarding of imitation AK-47s, human growth steroids, and cocaine. A quantity of cash and drug paraphernalia were also seized under this arrest. Number 3, President changes his plea. The head of the Hells Angels chapter in Rhode Island, Joseph Lancia, was sentenced to 5 years of imprisonment. The 30-year-old Lancia changed his plea from not guilty to no contest. On the day of the shooting, the police raided the clubhouse. After changing his plea, then Superior Court Judge Kristen Rogers sentenced him on probation of 10 years on a gun case and suspended his 3 years in prison, which he received after knocking out the off-duty bouncer at the Cadillac Lounge strip club while he was still on bail. Whew. The judge got a bit stern with the Hells Angels president and warned him that if he were late for even 5 minutes on the day of his imprisonment, he'd have to suffer 18 years behind bars. Number 2, Niagara Falls Clubhouse demolished. For the first time in the history of Canada, a clubhouse belonging to the members of the Hells Angels was legitimately seized and demolished. In the seizure process, 26 bikers were arrested, which included 15 from the Hells Angels. A duel between any of the members, either from the same club or from another club, led to offense for the general public. And finally, we're to number 1, concert homicide. In June, there was a Chris Stapleton concert at Shoreline Amphitheater. And guess what? A man was killed and an off-duty officer was beaten up. Reports of interviews reveal that the confrontation between the victims and suspects led to the assault and then homicide. The event was interrupted as police arrived at 10:45. After months of interrogation and investigation, 4 suspects allegedly connected to the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club were arrested. Dominic Godardo of San Francisco was arrested for dissuading a witness to the crime. Julio Moran of Mateo was a suspect for the assault, David Weisenhaven of San Francisco, again for assault, and Raymond Cunanan of Pleasant Hill was a suspect for waiting for a witness and assault. The Hells Angels Motorcycle Club, commonly christened as HA, Red and White, and 81, are increasingly becoming violent, with their criminal activities increasing day by day. And we've come to the end of the video. We hope you enjoyed the content while cringing at least a little at the writer's activities. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, CrimeFlicks. Bye!